spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. UMass will kick off and will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will have the first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games. So
turning it on! Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clemson is quick to the line. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is this tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it. With physicality, punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So UMass's offense will go to work for the first time today. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. He stands on the result of the play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to try to get it himself. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown for the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he makes the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Red pass, and it's complete.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And now on second down for this offense. He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Faulkner.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Massey.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UMass! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On the run, it's Overton. At the 35, he's got more. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clemson jumps to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Massey. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. At the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UMass offense returns to the field. Unloads it left. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hairston. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Get him down after a turn.
This is obviously not a great for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions.